What's going on, people? D-Buck here, and we are going to do something a little bit different today. We are talking about DNF Duel, the new art system game. It's the beta just came out the other day, the open beta, and me and my co-host, the man with the fastest hands in gaming,
Come on!
Face from the Major Players, is here to join me to talk about DNF Duel and what we think about it, and is this a game that we're going to play? Is this game going to be a hit? We're just going to talk about it because it was a lot of fun playing this game. So first of all, Face, how are you?
DNF. So second beta for DNF now. This is
Yes, it's second open beta.
We've got to run around this game again. And bro,
What are you saying?
this part has been quite surprising.
Yeah?
There's been a lot of changes. A lot of changes from the first beta. I think the network has got a lot better. I can tell you that straight off the bat.
Wow, what was wrong with the network on the first open beta? Because I never played the first open one. I only played the second one. I had a lot of fun on it, but again, it was just a very small sample size.
The first open beta, it did have a lot of connection issues. It wasn't major connection issues.
Yeah.
It was unplayable. It was definitely playable, right? And when you were in the lobby and rollback was rolling, it was perfectly fine.
Yeah.
But this beta now, beta B, has now improved on that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It now really does kind of feel like you're playing offline. I would arguably say that this game is probably the closest I've experienced for playing online matching offline, if you get what I'm saying.
So are you saying you can play any man from any region with this game?
Over the course of this open beta,
Yeah.
we played people from America, we played someone from Canada, and to be really honest, it wasn't bad at all.
It wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad at all.
I played someone from Japan, and whilst you could say there was a little bit of lag and whatever. Well, it was, but to the fact that I was playing someone from Japan, it was pretty smooth. I thought it was great.
If we're gonna compare it to other fighting games, the netcode for DNF Duel is absolutely bang on in my opinion.
But it's Arc Systems, similar to Guilty Gear, I guess. They had a very good netcode as well. From what I played. Definitely. Okay, Faye. So what makes the game good, man? Like, is they gave us, how many characters did they give us? What, 10, 12 characters or something like that, or maybe less? So
I think it's less. I think it's about 10. I think 10 characters in total.
Roughly around 10 characters.
Roughly around 10. Yeah.
So what could you do with this game? Is it just fight one-on-one? Could you?
Yeah, it's a one-on-one fighting game.
Was there any, like, could you train on this beta, or?
No. The beta literally did just chuck you into the deep end. It just literally chucked you online, which is kind of a bad point for the beta, because I feel that it being beta B, they could have probably given us a training mode, which would kind of get us more used to the game. We can get to practice before we jump in online and get right into the nitty gritty, which is kind of a bit of a downside. But for a beta, for what they gave you, is quite good. Beta Alpha came in two different versions. So it came with the PS4 version and the PS5 version, right?
Okay.
But now this one came with just one version. Yeah, so just one version. Now, speaking from the last Alpha, I wasn't able to use my PS5 version with PS4 players.
Okay.
But now, as they've probably improved on the game, it was just one version and I could play with anyone cross-platform.
So is it a cross-play game? Is it? Can you play?
It is going to be cross-play with PC because it's only coming out on PC.
Yeah, let's just make it clear. This game is only coming out on PS4, PS5, and Windows PC. Yeah. There's no talk of Xbox Series S or X or Nintendo Switch, which that's not really surprising with Nintendo Switch online capabilities. But what I was surprised with was Xbox Series S.
Yeah, very surprised. Very surprised.
Especially, so what is this a console exclusive?
For now, I would say it is a console exclusive. For now, I would say it is. But then, if you think about it, Arc System Works have have done this before. Guilty Gear is a console exclusive to PlayStation.
True,
as well, so,
true.
Yeah, this is not really nothing different.
Yeah, they've got a good relationship with Sony, I guess.
Yeah, definitely got a good relationship with Sony.
Okay, Faye. So what makes the game good? What made it fun for you? What did you enjoy about the game?
One of the main things I really like about DNF Duel, it is, let's say, if I use this word, noob friendly. For someone who's trying to get into fighting games and you haven't really been into fighting games in the past, like the old Street Fighters, the old Guilty Gear, KOFs, DNF Duel really does feel like a good place to start.
You reckon?
Like, yeah, DNF Duel works like this. So you've got two different sets of inputs. Yeah, you've got kind of a Smash Brothers like input, and you could also use a Street Fighter like input.
So the motions or more of a, and Smash Brothers would be more of a like forward and punch on stuff like that.
Now they effectively both do the same moves, but for a beginner, I feel that obviously the Smash Brothers type of styling is a lot more, relatable, a lot more easier to use. So you're not going to go into the game feeling like I can't do anything against someone who's probably more experienced in fighting games. You can go in there and feel like, okay, I might be mashing a little bit, but I can do things.
Yeah.
Like things are coming out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, and for the more experienced fighters, you've got the side of the inputs, like the motion inputs. Now they're more rewarding on that side.
Okay.
That it kind of recovers MP quicker.
That makes sense. So if you're actually doing the proper motions, you should get more out of, as opposed to someone just using the shortcuts, right?
The shortcuts, yeah, literally. So that's one thing I definitely did like about the game. It's a lot more noob friendly. Also, come on, Arc System Works art style, that 2.5D, arguably one of the most they make some of the best looking fighting games for sure, man. Yeah, it's just so clean, like the animations, everything is just you can't really go much better than that, really. It's just they're on point with that. But what's the game style like? Is it fast paced? Is it more slower? No, I would say this game was definitely fast.
Was it similar to you maybe the same pace as Guilty Gear? Would you say something like that, or a bit slower?
Well, I'd probably say it was a little bit quicker than Guilty Gear, to be fair.
You reckon?
Yeah, I would say it's a little bit quicker than Guilty Gear. Guilty Gear has a heavy feel, like.
Yeah.
In my opinion, Guilty Gear characters
definitely
feel really heavy.
Definitely feels like that. Definitely certain characters definitely feel heavy.
Yeah, like in this game, it kind of, I don't know if I should use the word it flows a bit better, but it just feels like things are happening more snappy.
Yeah.
Snappy, things are going on quicker. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, the learning curve in this game is quite good as well, to be fair. The learning curve in this game is quite good there, obviously due to the inputs as well. Yeah. Well, this one is going to be quite good. This one is definitely going to be quite good.
Yeah, I enjoyed playing this game. I thought it was a lot of fun. It took me a while to get used to it. That was one of the things that I just, because it doesn't have any training mode, so you literally have to just jump into deep end, and guys are smacking you left, right, and center, and you don't know what to do. But I found, all you need is maybe your 2-3 combos or B&Bs that you can just learn, and then from there. Yeah. You can think, and obviously you got your I don't know what it's actually called, the ultimate move or special, the super move, whatever. That
works in a quite unique way, to be fair, because you can only do your ultimate move when you're down to a certain amount of health.
Yeah, no, I find that's a lot of games, no? That's like you got to get hit. You got to get hit to use it, right?
You got to get hit to use it, but then you can't build meter to your ultimate move like, say, Street Fighter.
Yeah,
like
but
the meter by fighting.
But you need to get hit as well
you get hit as well.
And so when you get lower, so that's.
But this one it's strictly you have to get hit to be able to do it.
Yeah,
and you can it's kind of a last resort move, to be fair.
One of the things that I was surprised was the MP, like the like all the MP uses, and you gotta be smart with that. And I was like, I think it's MP. It was MP.
Yeah.
So you actually have MP in this game. So to use your special moves, you have to use somewhat MP. Some of the moves you get your MP back.
Yeah.
But if you're doing the shortcut inputs, I think you don't get any. Longer. It takes longer. You don't actually get your MP back. So what's like certain man could just spam moves after 3-4 times. You have no MP left, so now you're pretty much down to bare bones. So I thought that's one feature that I really enjoyed that they implemented in the game. It saves people from just spamming certain moves, especially OP moves. I found certain characters just really slightly looked OP. They were doing OP moves. It felt like everyone was OP in that game. You know, to be fair, everyone I played.
It's very fun. The game is very fun. It does feel like your character is very powered.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Everyone that I played with could do big damage. And there was options for everyone.
I do have gripes though.
Yeah,
I have to be honest.
What did you not enjoy about this game, Face?
Speaking of not enjoyed, I feel a lot of moves need attention.
What do you mean by it? What? Because it's OP?
There are everything in a lot of things in this game are very strong. Yeah. You don't really feel that much underpowered compared to another fighting game, which I won't mention. Right?
Yes.
But there are some techniques that are a bit like, guys, a bit too much.
What, as in, does it take too much damage? Is it, you can't do it? There's not a lot of options to get round it? What?
One example. Yeah?
Yeah, go on.
We played, didn't we, Debug?
Yeah, we played a few times.
We played, didn't we, Debug?
We played a few times. We played a few times.
And the character you were using,
a guy called Ranger. Check him out. Check him out.
Check out Ranger. Yeah?
I think the clue is in the name. Range.
Yeah, I get it, but
range.
He literally zoned me out for days, for days and days and days, and I thought those moves maybe he could use a little bit more recovery on them just to give it a bit of balance. Remember, these are guns versus swords.
But if you ever put me in a corner, I was at a very bad disadvantage. So there is it works both ways. Like, yeah, I can range you, and yeah, I'm got good, long range stuff, and I can, play the runaway game and stuff like that. But as soon as anyone gets me in the corner, let me tell you something, Face. When I played someone the next day, because I was feeling a bit confident.
Yeah.
I played someone from Japan.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. And he picked that grappler guy. Like,
grappler.
That.
Yeah.
Let's say I couldn't.
Yeah, it wasn't the same.
Those grenades weren't working, bro.
Yeah.
The grenades weren't working. The guns weren't working. But again, I think that was maybe down to I couldn't if there's a slight bit of lag and I'm relying on reactions and stuff, that puts me down. But majority of the time when I got hit, I wasn't leaving the corner. I couldn't leave the corner. There's one thing that Ranger didn't have is I couldn't just jump out the corner. Similar to someone like Blanca could just escape. It takes like 1 or 2 frames for the move to start for me to escape. So me being like a very new player, I don't know how to get out of that situation. So he just took advantage of it and he just kept me in the corner. There was nothing. I felt like you couldn't hit me. I felt there was nothing I could do to get this guy, and
but then maybe that it could be being new to the game. It could be being new to the game. You could feel that way, but to be really honest, I felt that way in a few Arc System games. I just feel balance could be worked on, in my opinion. It could be worked on. With
Arc System games, if someone knows what they're doing. It can be very peak. It can be very peak for you. You do feel helpless at times, and you question. But you could apply that to most fighting games. If you play regardless of any games, you can go back to even a Smash Brothers game. If someone's really good, you pretty much have no chance. If someone's really good at Street Fighter, you feel the same. If someone feels as good in a Guilty Gear.
But then on the flip side about DNF, I may have gone and said that, and then I could be contradicting myself here. But on the flip side, it didn't feel like I was underpowered. Do you get what I mean? It never felt like the character was underpowered. It just felt that particular tech was a bit like, wow, what do I do here?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But it doesn't feel like my character himself is underpowered. Do you get what I mean? Because all of the moves in DNF are quite cool. Like if I'm gonna talk about like moves and how they look and how they perform,
that was sick. I can't.
Super sick.
I got no complaints about that.
I've got zero complaints about that. Super sick. Like I've seen certain combos online that people have been checking and labbing and whatever, and they look out of this world.
Mad.
Out of this world. Crazy.
That's what I love about our system games though. They know how to make a game look good. Yeah, animations, everything, combos sick.
Definitely. Combos sick. But I just feel that it could work on just a little bit of balance. That is
balancing, yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's maybe.
But maybe that's more of we haven't played the game enough. We can't go into training mode. If certain men just know how to beat you, you can't really. Oh, let me go in training mode and see how to fight that. You're just getting smacked. Maybe like there's a combo that you haven't figured out that counters that, and because it's a beta. Let's not forget, people. It is the beta. It's an open beta, and this game is still. Couple of months away, we say. Still a couple of months away, so they can fit some things. I believe that in a beta now you kind of have to put a training mode. I think KOF did it in theirs. KOF put in their beta, and I think they got good results out of that. And I think I get what the beta is for. I think the beta is more for to see the network. I think that's the most to see it's everything's working smooth,
interactive with the game,
of course, and see see how the the core gameplay works, right? They want to see is it running smooth with everything's thing. It's not about me learning the game. It's more for our system to learn about how the game works. So that's
it goes, but like you said, it goes hand in hand.
Yeah,
me learning the game could also teach our system works how the game works for us. Do you know what I mean? Like we've gone into the game completely blind.
Yeah.
And you've thrown us into literally online. Yeah. So
pretty much
a guy with a lot of fighting game experience, he's gonna have an advantage there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So training mode could have been. Could have been implemented into that beta, especially on beta, and especially on the second beta.
That's another thing. It's not the first beta; it's the second beta, and this may be the last beta we get, maybe before the game comes out. I'm not sure unless they give us like one weekend in maybe May, because it seems like they might release on maybe another weekend in May, but I'm not sure. I think training mode kind of helps, maybe like the players.
Definitely. Yeah.
And especially if you're a new player as well, you're like, I want to try this new, because it's a new fighting game, right? From what I know, it's brand new. So
it's a new fighting game, but the game itself is not new, because Dungeon Fighter Online is a thing. Yeah?
What is it?
So this is a fighting game
about
a game that's already yeah.
But what
Dungeon Fighter Online?
What's Dungeon Fighter?
I don't know exactly what that is. I think it's a kind of an MMO beat 'em up type game. Yeah. DNF is.
It's an MMO.
That. Yeah, I think so. Don't quote me on this. I don't know. All I know that Dungeon Fighter Online, is the reason why this game is here.
Okay,
these
so it's based off. Yeah, it's based on another game. Okay, cool.
Yeah. All right. Apart from it not being free to play, let's just say that. Are you buying DNF?
Thing is, it's coming out June 28th, and from what I know, it's a quiet. It's not around any killers. It's not around any
big hitters. It's not
AAA crazy. Oh my god! Everyone on my timeline is playing this game. And from what I've saw on my timeline, so I follow, being in a former player in the FGC, I still follow a lot of fighting game players. A lot of people, and not even fighting game players, a lot of people enjoy the beta. A lot of people, anyone that I know that's played the game hasn't said a bad. Oh, this game is rubbish. This game's crap. Anyone that I played, they said this game's fun. Yeah. So maybe if it does hit off, and maybe if the big players and the big streamers actually play it, if you get all the top content creators jumping on it, I think it can get. And then if it gets a little momentum, who knows what DNF happen? I think it could do well. if that happens, yes, I can see myself buying the game. I can see myself buying. I had a lot of fun with this game. I'm not gonna front and it takes a lot for me to actually buy a game these days because there's so many options,
and
prices and options and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But if it's a quiet month and I haven't bought a game in, because I think from April, May, there's not a lot of games that I'm really interested in the sense that I have to play. DNF might be the game, and it's been a while since I've played a multiplayer game that I thoroughly enjoyed, and a fighting game, and the thing is, the great thing, it's a new fighting game.
A new fight. That's what I like. It's a new fighting.
It's a new fighting game. So technically, everyone is starting from scratch. In theory, everyone's starting from scratch. It's not. Oh, I know all the.
It's still low. The skill level.
It's not like I'm a Street Fighter player. I know how to play. I'm a Guilty Gear player. I know how it's all gonna work. All of that stuff. It's a new game. So yeah, maybe I will jump on. Maybe because I even had fun playing this game on pad. And let's make it clear. I don't play any fighting game on pad. I struggle. But this game was simple enough for me to actually do things on a pad. So if you can, it very much is. If I can play a game, and I'm really bad at pad, like I'll hold my hands up. I'm one of the worst players on pad when it comes to fighting games. My fingers, my brains just doesn't work. Because I'm so used to stick. I've been playing with stick for the last 12 years or so. So playing on a pad is very tough for me. But I still managed to enjoy myself playing on pad, and that's not something I can say for the other fighting games. Such as Street Fighter, I need to play that on a stick, and Guilty Gear and KOF, I'd struggle to play that on pad. Yeah. But this game, I felt comfortable. I felt very comfortable with the simple inputs.
Yeah.
From what obviously I haven't gone so deep in this game where there's crazy KOF type inputs yet. I don't know if it's in the game because there's no training mode, and I don't know how complex the combos can be, but from what I played, it was very I wouldn't say basic, because obviously it's basic for me at the moment of time because I just don't know anything, but it felt pretty easy to use. It's simple, and I felt that I was in control. It's not something. It's just like madness was happening so much on the screen. You don't know what's going on. And
yeah.
No, whilst it is fast. It is fast paced.
It's fast paced. It can get a bit hectic sometimes, but it's not overly hectic where it puts you off the game.
Yes, and so I can. So to your answer, I can see myself buying this game. What about you? Are you gonna buy this game? Is this an instant cut for you?
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't lie. Yes.
100%.
The little gripes I have are not
big enough to put you off.
To say I don't want the game.
You're definitely on this.
Yeah, I'm definitely on this game. I definitely want to learn the game itself.
Yeah.
Definitely want to put some hours into it. Yeah, definitely. I had so much fun. Both betas. I played both betas for the whole span.
Yeah, that full weekends. Yeah, full weekends. Everything else on the back.
I didn't pay anything.
I respect that. Because that happened to me. I just played DNF that whole weekend. I ain't gonna lie, I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun. I ain't gonna lie, I had a lot of fun.
I was locked in, so I've got to get this. I've got to see how this works. I want to see how this game grows as well. Hopefully they can staple another IP, man.
Yeah, that'd be
another IP.
That'd be great if they can actually, materialize this in something more than just a one-off game.
It's a one-off game, yeah.
Oh, one problem I did have is searching for games. Art system.
Oh, it's a lobby system.
Sort out art system. Because I spent 30 minutes trying to find Face's room. That is unacceptable. I just want to play him. But I understand. I understand that's not going to be in the full game.
It did feel like they gave us a bit of a bare bones version of the game, like a very bare bones version of the game. Online search room, go and fight. That's
pretty much. But that's the thing. The beta is not necessarily for us. It's more for them to see everything's working. Are the players having fun? And can you play everyone? Blah blah blah. And and I think from what I heard, it's been a successful beta. Hopefully people do pick it up. Now talking about it, I probably will pick it up. I ain't gonna lie, You've convinced me, face. I might have
let's get a bit of DNF.
A bit of DNF, bit of fighting games. I miss playing fighting games. I miss the competitiveness of playing 1v1. This gas. You can't beat that. You can't beat fighting someone one-on-one. No, no help from anyone else. It's just you and other player. There's nothing. Yeah.
No squads or nothing.
No squads. No one to carry you. You and if something goes wrong, it's your fault. Or it's your fault. Pretty much. You get, but you can get better. And that's I think the best thing about these fighting games is like, you learn. Even if you're constantly losing, even if you learn just a little thing every game every fight you play and stuff like that, you can just build on that, and then eventually it just click. And that's the great thing about fighting games, man. But yeah, I think that was a good discussion about DNF. Sure. Great, and yeah, to answer the question, it has been a great first impression for me. Personally, I think it's a game that I didn't know anything about this game, and now I am looking forward to actually playing it, looking forward to picking it up, and looking forward to fighting guys online, because I miss all that stuff, and for a new IP new fighting game IP. To do that, I was like, sick. I will give it a good try, maybe, so I was definitely gonna try and see what it says, but
Definitely.
I think that we can just leave it at that. Don't forget, guys, I am here with Face. It'll be like, no, it's the other way. No, I can't. Anyway, I'm here with Face from Major Players. Make sure you check out his channel. I'll leave that in the description below. And we are gonna do a lot of these. We are gonna review games. There's a couple of games that we're actually gonna review soon. One of them being, actually two of them being like some big AAA titles that we have put like hours like real hours. One of the games being 100 plus 200 plus between us. Imagine that. That is, and I'm not gonna say the game's name. You'll find out in a soon, but and until next time, people, I hope you enjoy this format. It's something new that we're trying, and we're trying to collab more, and there's gonna be more of us on this channel, more of us on Major Players channel, and we're gonna try and do some bits. I ain't gonna lie, we're gonna try and do some bits, man. So
we got plans.
We got big plans that you are gonna see soon, but make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, let us know if you feeling DNF. Are you gonna get it? Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe to both our channels, it'd be much appreciated. And until next time, people, we are out. Peace.